You're listening to the Pixie Dust Fan Podcast. Hi, I'm Francine.
And I'm Carrie.
We're two best friends who can't stop talking, usually about Disney stuff.
Sometimes we have fascinating guests, and sometimes it's just us. But it's always positive and fun.
We're happy to have you join our chat. Thanks for listening, and let's get started. Hello, Carrie.
Hello.
How are you? Why do you seem surprised?
I just looked over, so I have my recorder going, and I looked over to the screen, and the lines are really, really long and big, and I was like, whoa, I didn't think I was talking that loudly, but I feel sorry for you
when I
hello?
edit.
Hello. I'm just watching it as I talk.
Have you never noticed the little sound bar?
Filling the whole screen. Doesn't usually do that. I wonder if I have the settings wonky. Anyways, good luck with the recording when we're done. Good luck with the editing. I mean, in advance, just in case. I'm apologizing now. And I guess we get back to the regular scheduled discussion.
Oh my gosh, don't worry. I'm sure when people are listening there, I will have fixed it and your volume will be the same as mine.
Okay.
I'll do my best.
Oh dear.
Oh lordy. Yes.
So we're back.
We're back. I'm back.
You're back. Yeah, I didn't go anywhere.
Yeah. I know, because we keep alternating. You know what I'm very much looking forward to? So we have a couple more episodes. So today we're going to talk about my Walt Disney World trip report and then my Royal Caribbean trip report. And then we're going to have a trip report where Carrie and Fran are together again. What's that song? Together again? I don't remember how it goes.
Together again.
That's it. Yeah.
Good old Muppet song.
We're finally going to be in Walt Disney World together.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It has. And I don't like that. So we've got to plan some adventures together. And we will. But for now, you're stuck with just me going solo for this one. And Carrie, we did talk about it before, August in Florida. And
horrible.
Yeah. You know what? It wasn't any better this year. It was horrible.
I think with us going away soon and the idea of staying longer, going longer, whatever, I still have trauma from May, from the epic opening.
Carrie,
how hot it was.
Oh, it was worse. It was worse.
Can't be. It couldn't have been worse.
I don't know, man. It felt worse. It felt worse. It felt worse. Yeah.
Okay, so tell us what you were up to.
So I flew down Porter Airlines, and something I didn't realize is that our American friends that listen won't know what that is. So Porter, right? Because Porter doesn't sound like they don't know about Porter as an airline. Because I kept posting on my stories about Porter, my Porter flights, and they're like, "What's that?" So yes, it's an airline. And you know what? It's a really good service airline. So on the way down, Carrie, I did the front of the plane one. So because once you pay for the bag, you're almost there anyway.
Porter Reserve.
The Porter Reserve. So I did that. I had a lovely breakfast. So they have this egg and croissants or whatever. Have you had that one? I know Carrie loves Porter.
No, I've only flown once at breakfast time, and I got the oats.
Of course she did. So I did not. But they even have good tea. That's what gets me, when the fact that they have a good cup of tea on Porter is definitely a plus. But you know what? Good flight, whatever. You fly into that terminal, all good. And then, of course, I looked at the Mears Connect versus a Lyft, and I just, you know me, I ended up on a Lyft. I was staying at Pop Century.
You didn't take Mears?
No.
I thought you would have. You did last time. I
know. And I didn't have the energy. I was like, I'm too tired and I just want to get there. So yeah, I just took the Lyft, and I was staying at Pop Century. So one thing though, Pop Century didn't have any, I'm now on a big kick about preferred rooms. So Coronado, I said I would never stay at again unless I was preferred. although it's one of my favorite resorts. Like I love Coronado, but I need to be preferred. Pop Century, gotta say, wasn't preferred and didn't love it. Um, when you're directionally challenged like me, it's hard. Like I was there almost a week, and every night I got lost going back to my room. Every single night. And they keep, they keep saying to me, look for the Rubik's Cube. Well, there's multiple Rubik's Cubes. So it just depends what angle you're coming from. So I finally figured out how to get to my room consistently, but it was the longest way round. Like if I walked out through the parking lot, I knew how to get to my room.
Right. So, and the thing with Pop is that it's not that you just are always walking to the bus stop every day. Some days you go to the bus stop, some days you go to the Skyliner.
Yeah. So I was very far from the Skyliner. Oh, I got lost going to the Skyliner too. I was going the wrong way. So I found the water because I knew I had to get to the water, but then I went the wrong way. Anyway, so in the heat, you know what? I was probably walking an extra 5 minutes, but in the heat, it felt like 42. So yeah. So just FYI, it's always worth the little splurge for the preferred rooms if you can get them. They just were sold out, which is why I didn't get one.
You tried to get one when you got there?
I did. Well, I tried to get one before. Before I left, I tried to get one, and then when I arrived, I tried to get one, and nada. Nothing. So my water, of course, vacation grocery delivery. My water was there, 40 bottles delivered.
There's stuff that, like a Pop Century now, the food court's redone. Are you going to talk about that? Is that
part of yeah. Yeah. So I did. So the food court was pretty fantastic. I got to say.
It's pretty funky now, right? Like it's like all new.
It's
like
all new.
The tables and the decorations and everything is all.
Yeah. And it was pretty bright. And I found this dish, and I had it every time I was in the food court. It was called sesame chicken, and it was rice and vegetables and sesame chicken, and it was absolutely delicious. And I think I must have had it that week, I think 3 or 4 times.
Nice.
Because it was so, every night I would go and I would look at all the other options, and then I would end up with the sesame chicken. But here's the kicker, Carrie. Here's the kicker. You know how the cheesecake is in the little tub, like the little tie-dye cheesecake? Yeah, no, not anymore.
Oh.
It is a full-size slice of cheesecake. It's massive.
Wow.
And it's delicious. It is delicious. It's so good. Like it's a full-on slice of cheesecake.
Because before it was in like a little container, so they would have probably just made them in those containers ready to go, right? They just put a lid on them
and Bob's your uncle, there you go.
Your dessert. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No, this was
they make a much bigger cake, or maybe a factory makes it now.
Maybe. I don't know, but it was pretty, it was impressive. It was an impressive slice of cake. So
maybe
not only did
from Hoboken, from Buddy Velastro's buddies.
Hey, it was just as good as that one we had out of the machine.
The
Buddy Velastro one.
I don't think we should admit that we got buddy cake.
This cake was good, Carrie. Very good. It was worth the trip. So I had that probably every night too. Because you know what? After being out in the heat all day, I deserved a treat.
Mm-hmm.
And there was one night they were sold out, and I had to get a cupcake, and it was a good cupcake, but it wasn't as good as the cheesecake. So, yeah, it was very good. It was very good.
Did they redo the store too? I haven't been there forever. Did they?
No, the store just looked the same. It looked the same. In fact, usually I find something good to buy there, but I didn't find anything impressive in the store.
Yeah, because it's a good store. I like that one.
Yeah, it was a good one. But my first day, I got there, my room was ready, I checked in, everything was fantastic, and I because I was up so early for my flight, so I put my head down for an hour, and then I jumped on the bus and went to the Magic Kingdom. I had to see that parade. But but it was so hot, Carrie. Like I couldn't even eat anything. It was so hot. So the only way to eat was when I was in air conditioning. So anyway, I got a little button that said, I'm celebrating my retirement from the Unmagicals. So
Nice.
Yay, I did that. And then I walked over to Frontierland. It was busy, but I got to see the parade.
What's it called? Starlight?
I think that's it. Starlight. I think you're going to love it, Carrie. I think you are. I'm excited to hear what you think of it. It was so bright, so colorful. There's a little spectral magic kind of music in it. It's very cheerful, but not too long. It's not too long, because sometimes like it's hard to stand there for a long time. Yeah, so it was, Peter Pan, they had the princess float was amazing. I really, really enjoyed it.
Ooh.
In fact, I enjoyed it so much, I decided I don't care how exhausted I am. I'm staying for the 11 o'clock. So
wow.
So I watched the 9 o'clock, but there were so many people. That I was like far back and people kept getting in my way. And it was like, I need to really fully enjoy this. So I just thought, you know what, I'm here now. I may as well. And then I thought, okay, I'll just go. I'm going to skip the fireworks and go to air conditioning and eat. So that's what I did. I went to Pecos Bills and I got the citrus chipotle chicken rice bowl. And it was the kids meal.
Oh.
And yeah, so the chicken rice bowl was pretty good. But then it comes with two sides. So I just said French fries. So I had a whole ton of French fries and they were kind of like cardboardy. They weren't very good.
Should have got two cuties.
I should have, because the French fries weren't very good, but the actual chicken bowl was delicious. And I just sat inside the air conditioning just to bring my body temperature down.
I can't believe you went into the Magic Kingdom on your travel day when it's such a long day and so hot.
I know, but I was like, I got to keep going. Because then I was worried that another night that I was going to try and come, it would rain or whatever. So I just thought, you know what, the weather's like, it's holding out. I should do it. It's rainy season. I should do it. But Carrie, I made a discovery while I was in Pecos Bills.
You did?
Yeah. So think of it this way. So the parade was at 9, fireworks were at 10. So at 10 o'clock, I'm inside Pecos Bills with like 3 other families. It's really quiet. Nobody else is in there. I'm eating my dinner. I go to put my tray away and throw the stuff in the garbage. And I see a sign that says washrooms. Carrie, there is a washroom inside Pecos Bills.
We thought we'd never find any more.
And there you go. I went in. It was lovely. It was a nice big one too. Like I didn't recognize that they even had it in there, because there's one right across the way at the Pirates.
Yeah, interesting.
Isn't it? So I messaged you right away to tell you, because that was important. But it's important.
Sleep better that night.
It's important to tell our podcast listeners about the bathroom in Pecos Bills.
Maybe that's other people's favorite bathroom and we didn't even know about it.
I know. I can't believe, because remember when we did our episode on the bathrooms, we pulled out a map of the bathroom. So how did we not know that one?
I don't
know. We were asleep on the job that day, because Pecos Bills bathroom is in there. So I stayed for the 11 o'clock parade, and I'm just looking. So I took pictures, so I made sure I knew what I was doing. Carrie, 11:13 p.m. The real feel temperature was 30 at 11:13 p.m.
That's hot.
It was roasting. But there was nobody, of course, at the 11 o'clock parade. So I had a perfect spot, perfect view, got to see the floats again and really appreciate it. And yeah, I do love it. I think it's beautiful. I think it's very well done.
Was that the only two times you watched it? Or did you
Yeah,
watch it again later? Yeah.
that was it. That was it. In fact, some nights, Carrie, I couldn't even like, I just couldn't do it. It was too hot. Yeah, it's a problem. It's a problem. So the next day, here's how long it took me to get back. I did not get back to my room until 1:05 a.m. because I took a picture of my TV. And you know what the temperature was at that point on the TV? 77 degrees.
So cool down a little bit, maybe?
Little bit. Yeah, so it was definitely a long day, long night, and I thought I could sleep in the next morning. Of course didn't. Got up, got on the Skyliner. I thought, yep, this will be fun. And I went to Hollywood Studios. Yeah. Carrie was hot. Um, but I had not seen the new Little Mermaid and I hadn't seen Villains. Have you seen either of them yet, Carrie?
No.
Okay. You know how I am about shows. So the Little Mermaid, it was cute. You know what? I was very happy because I seem to remember years ago that what they had in there, you sat on the floor.
I don't remember.
Am I wrong?
I don't think so, but
I feel like I sat on the floor when I was in there and they had like a little puppet show.
I think you had to sit on the floor and wait outside because people used to wait forever outside. And if you didn't get in the queue, you weren't going to see the next one or maybe the next one. Do you remember? I remember it being like that.
Maybe.
But I think I've only watched it probably once.
Well,
I just
too.
remember
I only
like
saw
a real
once.
Ariel singing on the stage and like I'm pretty sure there were seats though.
Maybe, yeah. So maybe I wasn't paying attention, but I seem to think that I was sitting on the floor for something. But they have seats, so FYI, they have seats. And it's like a real Ariel and Eric, and it's basically the whole story again. You know what? If you love stage shows, they did a really good job. They did a really good job, but it's not my cup of tea, but it was, but yeah, their voices were beautiful. It was definitely a very good show, that way. And it was fabulous air conditioning. So plus, plus.
Nice.
Plus, plus.
How long is it?
I want to say maybe 15 minutes, 20 minutes.
The whole Little Mermaid movie. You got 15 minutes. That's it.
Oh, yeah, because I kept thinking, like, they're not going to do this part, are they? Oh, yeah, they are. Like, it was, yeah. So it was a good time for me to, and you know what? I'm saying 15, 20 minutes, and it was probably like 7. But because of me and my stage show things, then maybe, yeah. I also did what's it called? Beauty and the Beast live on stage. I haven't done that in years either, but I was so excited that it was shaded. I thought, why not? And that was fun too. But the villain show, oh my goodness. So I met a lovely lady in line when we were waiting outside. And we were chatting. She was there by herself and she had told me she saw the villain show, lots of times before. So she said, sit wherever you want because you can see everything from wherever you are. So we went in together and we sat off to the side. And oh my gosh, the show was fantastic. It really was fantastic. I don't want to give a whole bunch away, but it was good.
Is there real people or is it puppets?
Oh, it's real people. It's real people.
Okay.
Although some of them are not real people. Like they can't do Hades with the real people.
Gotcha.
Right? But like Captain Hook and Cruella and all that, they're real.
Cool.
Mm.
So 2 thumbs up.
2 thumbs up. Love that. Yeah, honest to gosh, Carrie, I walked around just looking for where can I get cool. And then I went and got some water and I sat down, I literally went from like seat to seat, air conditioning to air conditioning. The part over by the Brown Derby where they have like those tables outside. Mm-hmm. So I sat there. I met a lovely couple from England. They were there with their whole family. And oh my gosh, they were so funny because the older gentleman didn't really know how to drive the scooter he had. But it was clear that he needed it, right? But he was in the sun trying to get near the table, and he couldn't like get it into the shade. So that's how I met them. I finally got up and moved all the tables and the chairs so he could just drive into the shaded part. His wife was screaming at it. Oh my gosh, they were so funny. So yeah, I chatted. Oh, and I forgot to tell my Uber driver from the airport. Just yeah, you know me. I talk to everybody. They were all lovely. They were all lovely. So yeah, met some people, did that, and then said, "It's too hot. It's too hot."
Like how long? Like what time do you think you gave up? What time of the
Probably
day?
about 1:00. Probably about 1:00. And I jumped back on the Skyliner and I went back to Pop and just thought, you know what? I'm just going to cool down here. I had my chicken. Had some chicken and just thought, you know what? I'm just going to cool down for a bit. And it did rain. So that kind of cooled it a little bit, but not much, because at 7:30, the real feel was 35.
Holy smokes.
7:30. Like, yeah. It's
like it doesn't even cool down enough to go out at nighttime.
No, not at all. Not at all. Like, so I ate and then I cooled down for a little bit and then I thought, you know what? I'm going to jump on the Skyliner and go over and at least watch the fireworks at Epcot. So I did that, and they had all these new t-shirts carried, like for the different countries with Mickey on them. And they had Donald on the Norway one, which was kind of cool, but they didn't have any good sizes. So I couldn't buy them. So I literally got on the Skyliner.
I wonder how new they are, because usually when things are new, that's what happens. You can't find their size.
Yeah, because the next day I walked all the way over to Norway to get a different size, and the guy was like, "Where did you take this picture from? Like, is it an old picture?" And I'm like, "No, I took it yesterday at the store over there." But he had never even seen the t-shirt before. Yeah. Yeah, so like that night, honestly, I got off the Skyliner, I walked to the UK because, I like the stores there. Yeah. And I walked back I watched the fireworks from the bridge. I watched them from the bridge between France and the UK, and I left just before they were finished so that I didn't have to wait it. Like, it was too hot. I saw the finale from the Skyliner.
Yeah, because the Skyliner line would be long.
Yeah. It was, yeah. So then I just thought, you know what? When I got off the Skyliner, I figured I was going to get lost anyway. So I went, to tour Art of Animation. It's fun to go around there and take pictures there and stuff. And I wanted to go in and check out the shop and their food court and stuff like that. But don't you remember there was a big thing that there was like a self-serve in the food court where you scanned everything yourself or whatever? I had seen that online. I thought that it was either Pop or Art of Animation that had like a really new sort of fangled like automated checkout or something. Do you remember that?
Nope.
Did I dream it?
Maybe. Well, it might be somewhere.
No, it's not there. So I walked over there to check it out. It's not there. I saw a fun Figment egg slicer. Almost bought it, didn't, because that's just craziness.
How much did it cost? Did you get?
It was like $18.99 or something.
Holy God.
So it's like $25, so Canadian. So I didn't. But you know what I did have was I had their chicken adobo nachos. Is that how you say it? Mm-hmm. Adobo?
I think so.
What's adobo?
I don't know.
I don't know either. But it was good. So they're nachos with chicken and avocado and all the good stuff. And they were really delicious. I had those in the food court.
Did you have dessert?
I did not. I did not. I probably should have, but I didn't. So I left there, went to bed. Next day, I went to the Character Warehouse. I went to the Outlet Mall because I thought, you know what? Lots of AC there. right? I can go in and out of stores and, yeah. I actually, and there's a podcaster from Toronto that does the Disney solo magic podcast. She had invited me on once before. So she was actually at the warehouse the same day. So we got to meet for,
that's cool.
we found seats in Starbucks because it was air conditioned. So we got to sit in there. And
fun.
and get to do a little meetup. But I went to the character warehouse, saw lots of things that I paid regular price for on sale. But I did buy a Haunted Mansion mug. It was $7.99. So I saved like $10 on it.
Probably more.
Maybe, yeah. But my gargoyle that I bought?
Yeah.
Yeah, they had it. They had lots of stuff. They also had like the Disney Cruise Line lug bags.
And I bought one last time.
I know. I didn't buy it because you know why? We're so close to D23 and lug's going to be there. So then I was like, oh, I don't want to buy it. But I had it in my hand. I carried it around.
My lug bag that we've been wearing since the last D23, I kind of had a bit of an incident with it not that long ago.
Oh no! What did you do to it?
Sorry, I've got my phone was ringing. One day I was in my car and I was chewing some gum.
No.
And I don't know why, but like I took the gum out of my mouth and I put it just on like my there's where I change the gears. Like I just kind of put it there for like a minute, figuring like I'll just because I didn't want to chew it anymore and I didn't know what to do with it. Like I didn't have a Kleenex, I didn't have a piece of paper, I didn't want to throw it out the window. So I put it there.
Oh my gosh, I see where it's going.
And then it's like hot as Hades, right? Like so usually like gum hardens and you don't like you just I can grab it and then just throw it in the garbage or whatever. And it was hot as Hades and I was like and then I went out to do something. When I came back, like I think I just like because I always put my purse in one spot. So like I just did the regular motions that I do for my purse. And I had gum like all in the zipper, all in the inside of it. There's still remnants of my gum in the car, pretty much. So I was trying to like clear it out. So like I got it all clean mostly, but like in the zipper is like rubbery, plasticky stuff that I've been still trying to like dip and pick out. So I had a bit of an incident with my lug. So she's starting to show a little bit of wear and tear because I use it all the time.
Right.
But that was not a good thing to do. I don't know what I was thinking. I should have just kept chewing the gum. But for some reason I didn't want to chew it anymore and I didn't want to throw it out the window. You were just done with it. And I didn't know what to do with it. So I just I'll put that there for a second and then
my gosh.
Because my car's not organized, so I never have like anything nearby to like heaven forbid.
So instead of like putting it on the gear shift just because you put it like you literally took it out of your mouth and without thinking put it on top of your purse? Or you think it fell off the gear shift?
No. It was like, the gear, like there's just like there's like a piece of plastic around it. So I just like took it in with and put it there. And then I went out, I left it in the car. I didn't grab it. And it's hot as Hades. So it didn't harden. It was like soft. It was like, you know what it's like when you take
marshmallows.
When you take marshmallow out of the oven the microwave when you're making Rice Krispie squares. It was pretty much that consistency. So when I got back into the car and I get my purse and I usually like stick it like right beside me, between me and where that is or whatever, it was like, and then I noticed what I did and I grabbed my purse and I threw it over onto the seat beside me and like the big long strands of like of marshmallowy gum was going whatever. So that's what it was. It was like I put my purse where I usually put it. And I, no, it's all coming back to me. Cue the Celine Dion. This is what happened. It's all coming back to me now.
Oh my gosh.
What happened was It wasn't my purse. It was, I put the gum where I put my gum. And I came into the car and I put my phone there. That's where I usually rest my phone to get it out of the way. So then I grabbed my phone and realized I think I grabbed my phone and I threw it in my purse, not realizing that the gum was there. So the phone, marshmallowy gum, stretching whatever, put it in my purse, didn't realize till it was too late. Inside the purse, inside the zipper, that's how I got the gum. I blocked it from my memory for a while. But then
you got it off your phone.
Oh, well, let me look. Yeah, it's all fine. It was in my phone, like right around where the holes are, like because I stand it up there. It was a disaster. So all around where the plugs go in had like rubbery, gooey, marshmallowy
Oh my
gum.
gosh, Carrie!
And I don't even notice any of this is happening probably until like the phone is already like in my purse. And then that's how it got it's in my plug area. And that's how it got all in my purse and around the zipper. And then I realized that whatever. And it was all because I took my gum out, put it there temporarily, went out of my car when it's 100 bajillion degrees out, come back in and put my phone just in the place where I always put my phone, which is where I put the gum.
Where you put the gum.
Rest temporarily. So anyways, I might need a new lug to replace it.
So you need a new lug.
I need to retire this lug. But I also have the Disney cruise line one. If I ever get to go on a Disney cruise, I'll use that as my
well, bag. I'm hoping at the D23 they're going to have a bunch of lugs for us to buy. That's what I'm hoping for, because that's where we bought those ones. Like we've had those 2 years now.
Yep. The lug, they on some of the stuff they said that they were going to have somewhere where you like pick charms for your lug or something like that.
Ooh, that's exciting.
So, anyways, back to your trip.
I need to leave a lot of room in my suitcase for the D23.
You didn't back to your regular program trip report. You did not buy a lug from Disney Cruise.
I did not.
We're going to be at the D23 that will have lugs.
Exactly. What I also had to buy when I got back to Pop that night because it was pouring is a flippin' umbrella. Because yes, I forgot my umbrella again. Carrie, how many of these Disney umbrellas do I have? Every time I go, I forget my umbrella and I have to buy one at the shops. So I'm not unpacking it. I'm just leaving it in my suitcase.
Good idea.
Yeah.
You need a little bucket. You need a basket or a bucket that when you do unpack, because sometimes you might unpack because you're not going away. You need a little basket that you just throw in all that regular stuff. Like I have a drawer that I keep my extra hair thingies and my umbrella is in a drawer. So if I remember, sometimes I don't even look in the drawer before I go. If I remember, then of the regular stuff that I need like that is in that drawer. So I can just pull them all out and then I put them back in there when I get home.
Right.
You need a basket or a drawer.
I need to do that for sure. But Carrie, that night I decided I was going to go back to Epcot because I was going to walk around World Showcase and look for that shirt for my sister. And so it was a disaster. I should never have left the hotel. So first I decide I'm going to Uber over to Beach Club because I like to look in the store there. And then I'm going to walk in the back entrance. Because it was raining and it was going to take me forever to get to the Skyliner. And I wasn't even sure if the Skyliner was running because it was raining. So I just thought, forget it. I'm just going to Uber. And you know what the problem is, Carrie? You can't be honest. So we get to the Uber pulls into the beach club and he says, Uber driver dropping off. And the guy's like, roll down the back window. So he sticks his head in the car and he says, where are you going? And I said, Epcot. And he goes, you can't come in. I go, what do you mean? Like, I want to go in the hotel and look in the shops or whatever and then walk over. And he goes, no, you're too late. You said you're going to Epcot. You can't come in. So I'm like, he's like, you got to turn around and go back out. So the Uber driver's like, all right. So then I'm like, well, this is fun. So I said, like, do I just change the address? Like, can I get you to drop me at the front? Whatever. He's like, don't worry about it. I'll take you over to the Dolphin. They don't even ask. So he drops me at the Dolphin. So I'm like, okay, fine. I'll take the boat. So I get through. I don't know where, nothing in the Dolphin. I haven't been in the Dolphin before, but lo and behold, I found my way out. I get to the boat. I get on the boat. The boat goes to the yacht club. And then they say, because of the rain and the lightning, the boat is no longer running. So I have to get out and walk to Epcot anyway. Walk right past the beach club where I could have been dropped off 45 minutes before. So that's a fun one. I did not realize that Uber, I always knew of course you can't go there and park your car and go to I always knew that, but I did not know that you couldn't be dropped off in an Uber. Like, why not?
Well, I think I hadn't heard it from about those resorts, but I knew they were doing that at the monorail resorts.
I had heard that before at the monorail resorts. It was my own fault for being so honest. If I'd said I was going shopping or meeting people for dinner, they would have let me in.
It's not like it was it's not like there's a special event or something crazy or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, was it the start of Food and Wine?
Nope, not at all.
Has that started yet? No, that hasn't even started yet.
No.
Like, I can see when it's like the start of something and it's busier, them saying that, but just like on a regular,
like it was like a regular night, and it was raining, so I didn't know if the Skyliner was going to be running, and I thought, I'm not walking all the way over there to find out, especially when I'm right next to the parking lot. So yeah, that was, and you know what? Like, the Uber driver said to me, he said, I've dropped like all of my rides. This has never happened. Like, never happened to him where he's been turned away, but whatever.
Wow.
So you live and you learn. But of course, by the time I got to Epcot, I was absolutely starving, and I've never eaten in Morocco before. So I stopped and ate in Morocco. Carrie, it was pretty good.
It was delightful.
I had the chicken and the bread, and they were both very good.
Did they have like dipping sauces and stuff? Did they
Yeah. Like, it had like 3 different kinds of dipping sauce, and it was very, very yummy. And it wasn't just because I was hungry. Like, it was very, very good. Yep. So I walked around, looked for the t-shirt, couldn't find it. And then the heavens opened, and I just said, like, life does not like me. And I popped my umbrella. I walked to the front of Epcot and got in an Uber. And I had the most lovely Uber driver. She was so nice. We were howling all the way back. We were talking about the We Do Not Care Club. She'd never seen Melanie with the We Do Not Care Club on TikTok or whatever. And I was telling her all about it, and we were howling. Like, it was one of the best Ubers I've ever taken. We were laughing. It was so much fun. She was lovely.
Cool.
If you're a Disney fan, then you should listen to Carrie and Fran. They laugh and chat and help you make a plan. If you're going to Walt Disney World or Disneyland, and you will become a Pixie Dust fan.
So what else did I do? I ate lots of cheesecake. I went back to Magic Kingdom, wandered around there, met Chip and Dale, rode the People Mover. And then, I ate the tachos or tater tots at Friar's Nook. They were really good, Carrie. Really good.
Did you have any pretzels while you're there? Any pretzels?
No pretzels. No pretzels. I had the cheddar bacon and ranch tots. They were really good. And then, you know what happened to me?
It rained. Let me guess.
No, I got heat stroke.
Oh, pretty much just
oh, Carrie, I was so sick. I was so sick. And I kept thinking, I was walking out of Magic Kingdom, and I had to stop at every bathroom to like splash water on my face. And all I kept thinking is, I'm going to pass out, and I'm finally going to get to see all over backstage, because they're going to have to call an ambulance for me.
Oh boy.
Yeah. I was really sick. So I had pushed myself way too much, but I managed to make it to the front. I jumped on the monorail, this is how sick I was. I got off the monorail at the Contemporary. I went downstairs, I sat on the bench, and then I decided to call an Uber and leave. I didn't even go in the store. I didn't go to the Contempo Cafe. I didn't go anywhere. That's how you know Fran's sick when I didn't do that. Don't worry. Don't worry though. A couple of days later, I Ubered back over so I could go to the stores where I got a lovely mug. Yeah, but it was brutal. And I totally embraced my curly hair the last couple days, Carrie.
Excellent.
I couldn't take it anymore. I couldn't take it. I looked like I had a rat's nest on my head and I didn't care.
No, you didn't.
It was just too hot. It was just too hot. But yes, I did Uber back over. And you know what's so funny? I decided to go for lunch at Steakhouse 71 because I was there, and B, I thought like a sandwich would make me feel better, like just like something well made, right? So I was seated, I enjoyed my lunch, and I was leaving, and it dawned on me like years ago when I would travel solo and I would eat in this like sit down restaurant, I would always say to the server, can you see, like, do you have a table in the corner, or do you have a table like off to the side, or do you know what I mean? I would always ask for that. And it wasn't until I was leaving Steakhouse 71 and I looked back at my table to make sure I hadn't left anything there. And I realized I could not have been in the more dead center of the room. My table was smack dab in the middle. And it never even bothered. Like, I didn't even think about it.
That's cool.
It's pretty cool. It was pretty cool. So yeah, I did that.
Did you have they didn't ask why you were getting dropped off there? Or you said that you had a reservation at Steakhouse?
No, I said I was going shopping. Yeah. Yep. And then I did my laundry. That's always fun. But before we finish my trip report, I spent my last 2 days at Disney, Carrie, not at Pop Century. I checked in to the Drury Inn.
The Drury.
The Drury. I can't even say it properly. Drury. Because I was going to do Disney Springs the last couple days, and I really wanted to check out the Drury because so many people rant and rave about it.
Was it good?
I gotta tell you, Carrie, we could totally do a staycation there. Like you and I could see you and I totally enjoying, like just staying there, like not even if we didn't go to the parks, just hanging out there. They had a lovely big pool. The room was really big. There was a lot of room and space in there. We had a microwave, a fridge, the safe. Then they have this thing, and lots of people know about it, so they have free breakfast. And that breakfast was good. Like they had everything, eggs and toast and waffles. You could make Mickey waffles, everything you could ask for in the morning. And then at night, they have this thing called the kickback, where it's basically like, it's supposed to be like hors d'oeuvre type things, but it's not. It's like a full dinner. When we got in the elevator and I was trying to look for what floor, and the people in the elevator were like, "Are you going for dinner?" And I was like, "Yeah." And they said, "Okay, so it's floor 2." And I went to the thing, Carrie, they had absolutely everything there. Wow. Hot dogs and buns and chicken and salad and like you could absolutely have a full on baked potatoes and all the dressings. You could have a full-on meal. Plus, you get 3 alcoholic drinks.
Per day?
Yes. Now, granted, they're little glasses, but still. So they had that. But then they also had a bar and a restaurant. Like, basically, they served food in the bar. And their little sundries shop had Pizza Hut pizza.
Wow.
So, like, one night I had Pizza Hut pizza.
We've been missing.
Carrie, you and I, seriously, we need to do, like, a Drury, lie by the pool, go to Disney Springs, eat the Goofy's candy, because I went back and got some of them. Like, they had I was very, very, very impressed with the Drury. Now, in fairness, I did not use the bus to go to the parks. from there.
Right.
They do have a bus schedule. So the schedule's not as frequent, obviously, as if you were staying on Disney property. And each bus does do at least 2 stops. So you could get on a bus that's going to like Epcot and then Hollywood Studios. So that, that's a bit.
If it wasn't as hot as the surface of the sun, could you walk to Disney Springs from there?
So people say you can. They say it's 15-minute walk.
Okay.
I don't see how. From my room, I could see the tent for Cirque du Soleil, and it looked like 10 miles away. Like it looked quite a ways away. So unless
Drury's on the other, like that's on the Hotel Boulevard, isn't it? Isn't it down like on the other side?
But it's further down. So like
it would be to like the Christmas store entrance would be the 15-minute walk.
Yeah, probably, but I don't even understand how. I really don't. So when I went to Disney Springs, I took an Uber, and it was like $6. So you know what? Who cares? We took an Uber, but even that, like when I was in the Uber, I'm thinking, how on earth are people walking this? Like it did feel far. But people say they do it in 15 minutes. So if you're a walker, maybe you can.
Yeah.
But I couldn't.
You have heat stroke by the time you get there if you're walking out.
Yeah. Oh, so that was my last thing. They probably
have a shuttle to Disney Springs, I would think, too.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And then my last day at the Drury, I was finally sick enough that I did urgent care. So that was like my first, Carrie. All my trips to Florida, I've never been treated medically in the U.S. for anything, ever. Finally did it. Gotta say, fantastic experience. It was amazing. Like, I took an Uber to the urgent care center. I think it cost me like $8. It was very close. And when you go in and you check in, they have like the little TV as if you're I don't know, getting called for bingo or something. Like your name's up there and it tells you how long the expected wait is. I think I waited 10 minutes to see the doctor, and I was in and out in 10 more minutes, and with a prescription in my hand. Like he said, I can write you the prescription if you want to go to the like a pharmacy somewhere. And I said, oh, there's a pharmacy next door. And he says, yeah, no, what is it? One of their big chains. They removed the pharmacy in the building next to the urgent care. It's just a store. So he said, I think it was a Walgreens or something. And he said to me, but we have a pharmacy in here, so you can just buy it here if you want. So easy peasy, 10 minutes later, in and out, done. Medication, called my Uber. I was back at the hotel in like an hour.
Oh, wow.
It was beautiful inside too.
Yeah.
It was like a hotel lobby. It was crazy. Yeah. So, but the best part, I'm going to use that from a pixie dust. Oh. Aha. I almost forgot like the best thing that happened. And I can't tell you till I talk about my pixie dust. But yeah, that was it. That was my big, I was at the Pop, I was at the Heat Stroke, and then I had the Drury. Ta-da, that was my trip. Exciting.
Exciting. Cheesecake, Heat Stroke,
parade. Sesame chicken. I do think about that sesame chicken though, since I've been home. Like I've thought about that a couple of times thinking that was a really good meal. I should figure out how to make that myself. Yeah.
Well, why don't you do your pixie dust first since it's related to your report?
Okay. So I'll do my pixie dust first. So one of the things my sister asked me before I left, she's like, I need you to look for this pin for me. It's a Fairy Tale Moments pin, and it's the 3 Caballeros. You know she loves Donald Duck. And she says to me, look for this pin for me. I'm pretty sure it's sold out, but whatever. So I said, all right, fine. I was in every pin store, Carrie, every single pin store, showing them the picture. Do you have this pin? Anybody have this pin? And everybody said to me, it was sold out the day it came out. Like the day it came out, it sold out. I'm like, all right, you getting any more? I don't know. Okay. So seriously, every store I was in. My last day at Disney Springs, I'm walking by the pin store at Disney Springs. And I think, okay, I may as well go in. So at least I can say to her, I've checked everywhere. Like I promise you I've checked everywhere. So I walk in, I show the picture. Do you have this pin? The lady behind the counter goes, it sold out the day it came out. And the lady standing next to her said, it did, but someone just returned one. And she reached under the counter and pulled it out. I swear to God, I think I screamed. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm the best sister ever. So we were all so excited. So I got the pin for her.
Wow, like who returns pins?
I know. Well, you know what? I wonder, like, are these people that buy them to resell them? But then those pins are so popular. I've seen so much because and then I said to her, I'm like, do you got any more? Did they return more than one? Because I know we have another friend, Jonathan, who wanted it too. And I would have picked it up for him. Like I've seen so many people asking for this pin. So I was surprised that they returned it.
Lucky.
Talk about being in the right place at the right time. I was so excited. My sister was so excited. She was pretty, like when I called, I FaceTimed her and I'm like, I've been asking everywhere for this pin and Becky, they just don't have it. And she's like, that's okay. Thanks for trying. And I'm like, but somebody returned it. And I showed it and she was like, ah!
That's awesome.
So yeah, that kind of made my day. That was fun. That is
a lot of fun.
Yeah. So Carrie, what's your pixie dust?
Well, my pixie dust is I've been eating some crispy minis.
Crispy
ASMR.
You have to put it next to your microphone.
I'm on a bit of a crispy mini kick. I never ate them before, but I thought they were a healthy alternative to potato chips. So currently I'm eating a ketchup flavored bag. I've had ketchup. Those are so good. I've had salt and vinegar. I've had sour cream and onion because sour cream and onion is my favorite kind of chip. But so far, I like the ketchup ones the best. So I'm on my second bag of ketchup crispy minis. And
so the ketchup is your favorite?
Cheesecake, but I find them equally delightful.
So the ketchup is your favorite?
So far.
Because our friends listening from the US, they don't get ketchup flavor, right?
We have ketchup chips. So these are ketchup.
I love ketchup.
Minis. So yeah, I think they're good. Like I think they're a bit healthier for either gluten free and let's see, they don't have any fiber. They got a little bit of sugar. They don't have any protein. Whatever.
Yeah, but they're still better for you than chips, like regular chips. Sodium.
Yeah, so they're probably better than chips, but that's kind of what I've been eating.
Nice. Lately. That's your snack every day?
That's my current snack.
Nice.
It's either that or avocados, I think. So I have avocados in the fridge. They're not very exciting.
Yeah. I don't mind avocado if you put some hot sauce on it.
I put like the everything but the bagel seasoning on them.
Oh.
So
that's a good idea.
So I guess I have been trying to eat healthier snacks. So I have been eating avocado.
Well, that's good.
Because watermelon season's almost over, so.
I know I'm going to miss watermelon. But you can still get it, right? But it's just not very good. They
don't taste like the summer watermelons.
I know.
And they usually cost a lot more.
I know.
And there's no guarantee it's going to be good. Although I bought a watermelon at Costco the other day and it wasn't bad, like as in like spoiled, but it was gross. I pretty much threw it all out.
Oh, you're kidding.
I'm too lazy to bring it back to Costco. So I think I've said goodbye to my watermelons for the season.
And they had good watermelons. They had little ones, like little watermelons.
No, I'm not buying no little watermelon.
Oh, no, I like to buy the two little ones rather than one big one.
I get the big ones.
You
Not
get the
big long ones, like the medium size, the bigger, the ones that are like a basketball. I like those ones.
Okay. Yeah.
Not the mini ones.
Not the minis. Okay.
So yeah, I guess that's my pixie dust that I've got a new snack that I've been eating.
Awesome.
That's it.
Cool. Well, if you've made it all the way to the end of this trip report, thank you. And please make sure that you tell a friend about our podcast if they're interested in all things Disney. Next week, we're going to talk, or not next week, the week after, we're going to talk about my experience on the biggest cruise ship in the world.
That's going to be exciting.
That's exciting.
Not that this wasn't exciting, but this is going to be a different
Well, this one is like heat stroke, shopping, and urgent care. And then we're going to move on to the biggest cruise ship in the world and how exciting that is.
No heat stroke. So you
no
survived
heat stroke.
Without heat stroke.
I survived it. And then 2 weeks later, it'll be D23. Woo-hoo! Carrie and Fran together again in Florida. So I'm excited. Awesome. All right. Till next time. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to the Pixie Dust Fan Podcast. We hope you enjoyed the episode.
Make sure you're following us on your favorite podcast player so you'll get a new episode every week. And find us on social media too. We'd love to hear from you.
Till next time, remember, you are never too old to be young. Chase your dreams and design your own happily ever after.